everybody. It's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. As you can see, I have my good friend. Am I pointing the right way? Charles is in the house. Thank you, Charles. We do this usually every season for every show. And we do it for shits and giggles to have fun, to talk about the cast, to see who might pick the winner. We have a good time. We're here for you all to get in the comments, tell us about our picks, tell us who you would pick, and let's just have a good time getting to Survivor 43. Now, before we get into the picks of it all, I'm going to get this out the way in the beginning. Go ahead and like this video, please.
Yes.
Go ahead and subscribe to Kiss My Cheeks TV, please. I will be here all season. We will be having a good time. And go ahead and support my good friend Charles Warren Presents. He has the best natural organic body care products. You can't go wrong with Charles Warren Presents. Oh, and I got my package in the mail today.
Hey. Angie re-upped on that body wash.
I had to because y'all might not be able to, so I had to. Real quick, episode 1, quick overview. Didn't give too much. That's why I feel like this is the perfect time. We didn't really miss anything for me and Charles to still do our fantasy picks. I don't think anyone's strategy was revealed. I don't think a front runner was revealed. So I feel like we can still honestly pick good picks in the blind. I did not have time to read everybody's interview, listen to people's cast assessments. My picks are solely on who I like and who I don't like and what I saw episode 1.
Yeah, so I mine also is based off of episode 1, majority of it. Really, I only like 4 or 5 people on the entire cast from watching the episode. But then I had to, to do a refresher today, I went on YouTube, watched somebody's cast video just to get their names because I didn't remember their names, so I could rank them in my list. Yeah.
I purposely left the names on the photos because I don't know anybody's name. When I was going through the photos to get my list together, I was like, they were on the show? Okay. So a lot of people, going back to M's comment, the black girl got voted out first. I'm going to address all my feelings about that in Twitter Spaces tonight. I will be having a good time in Twitter Spaces tonight. You can find me in, her name is Betty. I don't know what she's going to call it, but it's going to be a Survivor Space that starts at 11 p.m., which is probably 10 p.m. Central. So I don't want to drag too much right here, but no, I feel a way about who went home first.
And because someone was eliminated, we're picking 8 people each, and 1 person will be left hanging. Did you want to talk about the eliminated person and then get into the draft, or just...
Let's get them out of the way. Let me take this down so I can find her picture so I don't have to click through all the slides.
Because she will not be included in the 17 ranked people.
Wait, all my slides didn't come up? I'm highly pissed. Well, that was going to be fun, but let's get right into it. I'm not a Rainbow Bright girl. We ain't got to show her picture. Now,
Mariah.
I shaded her, but I mean, she had on all rainbows. And I love a colorful moment, but all them colors probably would have drove me crazy. It was too much, too much. But I liked Mariah. She was clearly not the weakest person on her team. So,
and that's the T, because somebody, we will address later, convinced everybody on the team that the black woman with the rainbow on is the best way to go because we're going to keep it strong. And I thought that was very interesting turn of events.
Look,
saying the least.
That's saying the least. Like I said, I don't want this video to be all negative. I'm going to drag Survivor on Twitter Spaces tonight. But my side eye Let me pull up at least the team. This whole team has a side eye for me because I could look and I know look we shouldn't go by looks, but I could look at this picture and tell that Mariah, the black girl, the one and only black girl on this team, is not the weakest person.
Mind you, in the challenge, she's the one that did the balance beam
on the first try
for them to get across. Yes.
And how long did it take the non-black girl, the smallest non-black girl, to get under a log? I believe that's the reason why y'all lost.
Doop, doop, doop. Well, but goodbye, Mariah. She's the first person eliminated this season. And she will not be a part of the second team
this season, and you probably would have got on my nerve anyway. But I root for everybody black, on my nerve or not.
Were you going to pick her though? Like, was she somebody you would pick?
I absolutely was not going to pick her. Absolutely was not. She wasn't. I'm just gonna say she wasn't the weakest, and she did not deserve to go home first for many reasons. And I now hope all the men do band together because I can see the yellow team losing week after week.
And that was a train of thought for me when I was making my list. All right, so you doing your first pick?
Oh, we gonna flip a coin because you always let me go first, but I didn't know if you wanted.
No, I want you to go first. First of all, ladies first.
Okay.
It's your channel. You're big sis, so you get to go first.
I wish you could talk to the people that I play fantasy football with.
I don't mind letting you go first.
Okay. Up first, I'm just going to go with my gut and hoping that my number 2 pick isn't your number 1 pick. My gut is telling me this is going to be a young person's season. My gut is telling me that.
I thought you went with experience, but go ahead. I
mean, Survivor is a one and done show. So no one on this show has experience at Survivor. But I feel like the young people might get their footing in this season. Mm-hmm. And I want to go with my hometown. And there is a young man there from Memphis. His name is Dwight. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go with Memphis because he's strong, he's smart, and he might, like I said, we didn't see too much strategy. He might have some strategy in there.
Okay, you picked Dwight, the LGBT.
He is LGBT? I didn't know that. I did not recall him saying that.
He don't got to say it. I, a part of the LGBT, know an LGBT when I see LGBT. Dwight was number 12. Yes, number 12 out of 17 on my list. I'm glad you chose him first because it wasn't one of my top 3.
Why would you have so low?
He did have a very funny moment where it was like, every season there's always somebody in the camp that knows how to make shit, that knows how to build shit, knows how to make stuff. And on their team, nobody knew how to build a shelter.
They about to make pallets on the floor.
And because he is the taller black man there, they were all looking at him like, okay, sis, what you about to do? But no, he's one of the girls. So he wasn't building nothing. And he was not prepared to build nothing.
Right. Because you all on the YouTube, and you don't know for sure. He did not say this.
I don't need you to tell me Tyler Perry LGBT, but but yes, he is number 12 out of 17. I put a heart beside him because Angie just picked him. I will mark all your picks with hearts, so I know you don't keep track.
I'm only gonna remember my number 1 pick, so I'm only gonna remember Dwight. Okay, but I do have my piece of paper. Hopefully, I keep up with it. Okay, so it's your turn.
All right, my number 1 pick is still on the board, and his name is Cody. Cody is my number one overall pick. He's the elevator salesman. He first caught my eye when he told Dwight to put the thing inside the pole and use that as leverage to push it up, which helped their team win. And then also with the social aspect, he already made a 3-person alliance, and he's putting the target on the women. So I feel like he's putting his foot down, especially within his camp. So I was like, okay, I'm feeling Cody.
Well, Cody was number 14 on my list.
Ooh, out of 17. Okay.
Yes. It could be a little foreshadowing, which I don't know why I let production do that to me. Because if you watch the preview for next week, it seems like he's on everyone's nerve. Mm-hmm. And I feel like this season, if you get on your tribe's nerve, they're going to want you out. It ain't no, oh, well, we want to be. No, you can go ahead and go home if you on my last nerve. I don't know. Cody got on my last nerve through the TV.
Mm-hmm. I don't think Cody would be I don't think Cody is somebody I would be friends with. But if I'm, picking people that I think could go really far in the game, I think he can win some. I think their team is actually very strong as like a competition team. So I don't really see them losing, especially not to Yellow or the other team. So
this isn't Cody's team. He on the blue team.
Yeah, no, that's Cody. Go back. Cody's in the middle. Cody's right there in the middle.
Oh, okay, that's him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he with Dwight. I had the individual pictures, but they didn't all upload, so we got to work with the team pictures. I just don't see it for him. I just don't see it for him. I think he's gonna play too hard, too fast, and he's gonna maybe the reason why he doesn't trust salesmen, that's gonna show within him because it's gonna be hard for him to kind of hide that, and he's gonna be very persuasive, thoughtful, like wanting his thoughts to come first. And I think he's gonna rub people the wrong way, and I just don't see him lasting. Definitely not to merge. They might keep him a couple of votes,
It's possible.
Tribe strong, whatever. But we shall see.
It's possible.
But he was number 14. I ain't like Cody too much. I guess I can go right to the number 2 person on my list. I'm gonna go. I'm happy you did not pick her. I'm gonna go with Miss Lindsay, the nurse.
Okay, Mama Lindsay. Yeah, she's the mother out there.
Yes, she's older. Lindsay reminds me of, is it Christine or Christy, who lost to Ben, who I thought should have won over Ben?
Mm-hmm. I don't remember her name, but I know what you're talking about.
It's one of those, Christy or Christine. I get that vibe from Lindsay.
I think Lindsay is definitely going to be a strategic threat.
Yes.
It's also in shape. It appears to be in shape. So I think, especially amongst her tribe, they look to her as a leader. So I don't see her being one of the first people to go at all. I think there are like 3-4 people on her tribe that'll go home before her. So
at least 3. The 3 on this side. The light.
Yeah, so Lindsay was number 8 on my list. Number 8.
Okay, we're getting closer to being on the same page. But yes.
But 8 out of 17 is good because that's the upper half.
Yes, but she gives me future strategic threat, and she gives me I'm going to be close allies with what they call it, meat shield, the meat man, like Orion. I'm going to be close with them, so you got to get him out before me, and I can see her making it far in the game. So Lindsay's my number 2. What about you?
All right, I'm going to go to my number 3.
Okay.
Because I think my number 3 might be higher than my number 2 on your list. So I'm going to go to my number 3. We're going to go young for young. I'm going to take Sammy off the board. Sammy is the one that solved the puzzle for his team, and he's trying to come off as not too smart, and he's also lying about his age.
Yes.
I could see him actually going really far in this game as well. He's right, far right. Within his tribe, there are 2 other people that are being seen as like well, one person in particular, Owen. Owen is seen as he was the one that people want to go next, really, for that tribe.
Mhm.
So
Which I didn't understand, but
yeah, but with that in mind, I think Sammy he could help this tribe win competitions, so he seems valuable. Yeah.
do you think if, let's say, this is off of the draft, if Mariah could have persuaded the ladies to stay strong so they wouldn't be in a minority, do you think they should have took a shot at Gabler and hoped he didn't play that idol and then Gabler could have been gone? Do you think that would have been a good try?
Um, I think if they wanted to stay strong, they should have got out the girl in the orange shorts.
I totally agree with that. I'm saying if the women said, well, we want to stay female strong, at least let's try to get out one of the guys. And we know
Right.
he has an idol, so let's try to flesh it.
Yes, Mike is the least athletic of the three guys, I think. And he's the worst strategist of the three guys. So I think he should have been the one to go. Yeah.
These people, and y'all know I'm gonna get into it in more detail on Spaces, but oh Lord, I took Charles off and not the not the slide. These people didn't even try to lie coming back from the little secret rock. They told the truth. And there's like one of us got advantage, one of us don't. And then Gayla start woohoo! Like you're not even gonna try to act like you didn't
Right.
risk your vote. You ain't gonna try to lie.
It's something about 41, 42, and 43. People have just been so open with their advantages. Like this is a group advantage. It's not. It's an individual
It's an
advantage.
individual
And
idol for you. And I would have went up there like I don't remember the lady on the blue tribe that went. I can't remember her name. It'll come to me. But I would have been like, I didn't risk my vote. Dwight was the only one who risked. And then hell, if we all made it to the merge and you figured out I lied, oh well, it's too late. I already used my little two idol vote. Who
right,
cares?
because it's only good for two tribals.
So I don't know, but let's move on. I guess I'm at number 3. Who do I want to go to next? Because I have someone's name on my paper, but I don't know who they are. And I don't have my click through slides. I guess I gotta scroll
I
through
can
my
tell you
phone.
what they look like. You say their name.
But I want to make sure I might want to skip them.
Go ahead, quickly Google it.
Oh no, okay, I got it. I'm gonna go ahead since I got Lindsay. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up Ryan. Since
Ryan. Okay.
Ryan, I can tell you this right now. Ryan looks better on TV than in pictures. Because when I looked at the picture of Ryan, I said, "Who? Who is this?" Or I might have Ryan confused with because I was watching TikTok and I saw this really sexy man come out of the pool in some blue shorts on TikTok. So I might still be imagining TikTok when I was looking at Ryan, but I don't know. I think
Ryan
Ryan
is the one that did the digging. He
he
did the
did the
digging
digging.
with Geo, and he found the bag or whatever that they were looking for.
Not bad. I need Ryan. He desperately because I don't know how strategic he is. I think he's smart, and we know he's strong. I don't know if he's strategic. I need him to get with Lindsay and they need to work together because I feel like once they hit the merge, you boot number 1 because you heard a lot of people were referencing the Thor looking man from last season.
Yeah, well, Lindsay's guy is James. James is Lindsay's ride or die.
Is the out of shape one.
James is the black guy. That's Lindsay's ride or die.
Ryan is the black.
Ryan is black. He's light skinned. Ryan is
Okay.
light skinned. James is the dark skinned black guy. Ryan, I think he's my boyfriend's favorite. I think he's great at like physical competitions. I think he's a top contender when it comes to individual comps, but I see him being blindsided. I don't see him being strategic enough to even notice that people are talking about him. He's just there to be there, and to play in competitions. But when people are talking strategy, like that tribe itself has an all girls alliance plus James.
Yeah, I didn't catch that. They
Yeah,
have all girls plus James because whoever this girl is right here in the shorts, I don't know her.
yeah. So that this tribe right here, the alliance is the 3 women plus James, which is on the far left, and Ryan and Gio are on the outside of that alliance.
And they definitely would get rid of Geo before Ryan, unless they felt like it was the challenge before the merge. Then they would let Ryan go.
Yeah. So, but when you said Lindsay, I thought you were gonna pick James because James is Lindsay's ride or die.
You didn't catch that on the show, but then again, I was scrolling through TikTok.
Yeah, because she's the one that pulled him into, because it was the all women's, and then Lindsay was like, "Yeah, well, if we're gonna do this, I'm bringing in James. Like James is her guy."
Go, Lindsay. I ain't mad at you. That might have moved James up my list, but if you don't pick him first.
But Ryan's not bad. He's number 10 on my list.
Dr. Ivy. Oh boy, Gabler, he had a whole boat ride back to the island to think of his life.
Right, and they've seen this show before. Like, stop playing.
These people to lie. You had the whole time at home. Y'all know they're gonna go up a trek to the mountain. I need you all to stop lying. When you tell everybody what you have, you lose your power of the advantage.
And you could have been honest about what it was. You could have been like, "Oh, it was this game," but then just say, "I kept my vote."
Right. I didn't risk my vote. Dwight was the only one. Yeah. You could have lied and said nobody risked their vote.
Because the next person that goes to the thing, they'll know what the game is. So I don't mind telling the truth about that, but I'm not telling you that, like Dwight letting them know he don't got no vote. I thought that was so dumb. Like, that was so dumb.
Because you're the easiest one to vote out, because you can't do anything. And why do they still have this damn shot in the dark? Like, production, I know the show is already done, but y'all better have put 6 safeguards in one of them damn shots in the dark. This is the 3rd season, and nobody has been safe.
Why did Mike know that he was gonna play shot in the dark? They have not even told us that that's a part of the season yet, and Mike was already talking out loud, said, "Well, I'm gonna do my shot in the dark." How does he know there's a shot in the dark?
I'm gonna let this one slide, Jeff. Maybe either Jeff told them about it and they didn't show us that Jeff told them, or they're all assuming there will be a shot in the dark from last season. But I hope it's gone, because that was a womp twist.
All right, so my 3rd pick is my number. I guess I can go number 2. I'm gonna get all 3 of my top 3s. So my number 2 is the ex-gangsta college grad Jesse.
Oh, I wanted him. Okay,
Jesse is my number 2 pick.
That's your number 3 pick. Oh, but you had skipped Jesse to go to
Sammy, because I thought you were gonna pick Sammy. Yeah.
I didn't tell you Sammy was my number 3 pick, so I would have.
I was like, she might get Sammy, so let me grab Sammy real quick. So I got my top 3. Okay, so Jesse, I think he is laying low, as he should, but I think he has, because of who he said he is really into in the game, he likes the Jeremys of the game. He likes the Wendells and like the Cerise. He's really street smart. But he's also book smart, which is that's the person I'm really watching. I don't need somebody. Cody is real flashy. I got my flashy guy and I got my behind the scenes guy. And plus, with the way the tribe is set up, Cody, Jesse, and NECA are a trio. And then, did you not watch the episode? They are a 3-person alliance. And then then the 2 women are in an alliance together, and Dwight is on the outside. So, but the thing is, the 2 women also want to work with Jesse. So Jesse has options, which I also like. So I think, to be honest, Jesse might be the best position
in his tribe.
Yeah.
Yes. I think that's a great pick. He was number 7 on my list. And like I said, I should have watched it. The episode was kind of boring, so I was kind of scrolling. So I forgot that part, because he's the political science person, and they're very good with strategy.
Yeah, he studies the way people vote and stuff like that.
They're very good with strategy. So Jesse is a great pick, and he's middle of the road. Like, he's not too strong, he's not weak. So you're not looking at him like, oh, he's winning everything, but you want to keep him on this tribe. So Great pick, Charles.
He was honestly almost my number one. He was my watching the episode. He was my number one for the longest, and then somehow Cody just got above him. So, but it's okay. I got both of them anyway.
I don't like Cody. But and you know I'm personal with my picks. Like I will drop you down if I don't like you. Now I feel like I want to go here, but let me look at this person picture, make sure I'm looking at the right.
I done told you a lot of new information, girl. You better take it in with your list.
I know, but see, I don't remember people's names. So oh yeah, I don't know about her. I'm gonna hope you don't pick her and I can come back. I shouldn't even said a her because now you know it's a lady next on my list.
My number 4 is a woman, so
I'm gonna hope it's not the same woman. I have a feeling based off of this conversation that it is. But I feel like I need to pick up James before you pick up James. James gives me a Deshaun vibe. Do you get that same vibe?
James definitely gives me pushy.
I know you don't like Deshaun.
James definitely gives me pushy, and that's why he's very low on my list. I think he has Lindsay, who's going to pull him further in the game, and mind you, James is like a chess player in real life, and he's very intelligent, but he's very pushy. He tells people what to do, and he's like aggressive in competition. And if he
was aggressive in that competition until he couldn't get himself up.
Until you work with the wrong people, that's not that that might not fly. So James is number 15 of 17 on my list.
Oh my God.
I wasn't going to pick James.
Far. Like he was number 6 and I have somebody else at 5.
No, he was number 15 for me. It's something, but also understanding how race relations work, and being Black, they already looking at you. And then also as a man, as soon as you make a woman feel uncomfortable, a non-Black woman feel uncomfortable, baby, you are going home right after that. So
that is very true.
We'll see how long
on again. It might not be anybody to make him, because if he already friends with Lindsay, I feel like he might be friends with the Hawaiian girl, but this white girl, I just don't remember her. I don't recall her being on the show at all.
That's that girl is Cassidy. That white girl is Cassidy. And then the woman behind her is Carla.
Okay. Carla is the one who didn't risk her vote. I do remember that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, you have number 4 next.
Mind you, I think James is better positioned than Gio and Ryan in that group, and also probably better than Cassidy.
They said Ryan isn't Black. They said Ryan is Latin.
Latin is not a race.
Well, what is it? What they say? Latino.
Yeah, Latino is not a race. Next pick.
I'm so confused. You gonna have to write me a essay.
There's a difference between race and ethnicity, and it's not you can be Black and Latino at the same exact time.
Okay, yes, you can.
My next pick, number 4, is NECA. I'm picking up the last person of the trio in the alliance. Yeah. So she's a part of the Cody Jesse trio. And I also think amongst the women, she's the one I would want. She's a Black woman, so I'm already rooting for her. And I'm like, if anybody I want to go far, it's NECA. I like her vibe. I like her energy. So yeah.
I love her energy. I love her dress. I don't have it here, but the dress she wore in the interviews was amazing. I love her story. I love her vibe. I think she's easy to get along with, easy to talk to, which makes it easy to strategize with. I think that's a great pick. She was number 9 on my list. Like she was in the middle. Like I would have picked her up in the middle. Mm-hmm. But it's another lady I feel like I need to pick up before I would have picked up. What's her name? NECA?
NECA. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
I actually went to somebody. I went to college with a girl named NECA. She was on the basketball team. She was pretty cool.
I really liked her, and I have to pick one more person before I can go there. Her name is no, no. Damn it! I can't even find her.
You're definitely not gonna pick my number 5, so I'm gonna.
Oh, right here, the girl with no leg.
Her name is Noelle.
Noelle is my number 5 pick.
Okay.
Because I feel like, and I could be wrong, and she's the athlete. I was amazed when she started running in that sand and then jumped in the water, because I was like, how is she gonna swim with that, hooked
hook?
Mm-hmm. But she got a lot of different feet, because she has one that's just, I guess, a swimming foot, like a plain foot. But when she got to swimming and running in sand, I was like, oh, she can do anything. She's great. She kept up with the team. It wasn't like they were waiting for her in the challenge. Right. So I like her. I feel like she's in with the girl I don't like, though. Like, I'm not.
Justine.
Yes, because they got together real quick and was like, it's us two without even considering the other girl. So Nneka. So I don't know.
Noelle and Justine are the duo, and the trio, Nneka and the two guys, they noticed that they're a duo.
Yes. So
she might be under a little bit of fire there.
I don't know. I just get a vibe from Justine, but I still like Noelle. And I like that she's a badass who's out here on Survivor with one leg. I think for the story of the show, I'm trying not to be too far into a conspiracy episode 1, but I feel like the show wants to see her win or make it far, like to show we have this lady with one leg and she's out here kicking ass, like she's doing it. I feel like we want to see that. So
yeah, it would be great representation for sure.
Yes. So I think she's going to make it far. I'm not saying that production is going to help her. I'm just saying I think she will make it far in the game.
Yeah. She's number 13 out of 17 on my list. She was
right. We never think the same.
Right under Dwight. But it's nothing personal with her. It's just more strategy. She's on the outs of her alliance. I mean, on the outs of her tribe. And until there's a swap or something, she literally could go home next week. Like, literally, if her tribe loses,
they would get rid of Justine first.
You never know. It's a flip of the coin. It's one of the two,
True.
So, yeah. That's why she's lower. Not because she's not a good athlete or good whatever. We haven't seen that much yet. But I think she's on the outs, so she's towards the bottom.
Okay. Well, who you got?
My next up is somebody that actually pissed me off the first episode.
I already know who it is.
She pissed me off the first episode. I'm gonna go with Ellie as my 5th pick because I feel like she's cutthroat enough to get far in this game, and sometimes that's what you need.
This is probably why I never win or hardly ever win at fantasy football, because if I don't like you, I'm not picking you. So she was number, if so-and-so was 18, she's 16, because it's still one more person I like less than her. So
she was number 6 on my list, but I'm taking her as my 5th pick.
She's gonna continue to be number 16. I'm happy I don't even have to pick her last.
We don't even got to show her. We know who she is. You can go ahead.
Yeah. She's the one who's going to get dragged tonight on Twitter Spaces. If y'all looking forward to that at 10 o'clock on.
Make sure y'all tune in. Kiss my cheeks.
It's not. I'm not hosting. I'm going to be on Betty's channel. Okay. Where do I want to go next? We're on number 6, so we're like we're over halfway through this thing.
Mm-hmm. You get 3 more. This your last 3 picks: 6, 7, and 8.
I'm gonna go here. It's 2 people I want. Because everybody else after these next 2, I'm gonna give a damn. I'm gonna go with Owen because Owen, out of everyone left, he's just the best pick out of everyone left. Owen escaped the block.
Mm-hmm.
He's still in the game. I don't think next week they're going to get rid of another man. I feel like it will be another lady that goes on that yellow team before anyone else. So he has time, a whole nother week to make relationships, to make moves. I can see Owen making it, and definitely if he makes it to a swap, he's probably good.
Owen was in my top 3 at while the show was on.
Okay.
While the show was on, I was like, oh, I'm liking Owen. He corrected Sammy when Sammy tried to overstep about digging in the sand. Owen is trying to talk strategy, but nobody's trying to talk. But at the end of the day, Ellie became the queen of that tribe. And he was on the outside of the vote.
But the only one that was saying his name was Mariah. So it's not like.
Yeah, but when you are considered the backup for the vote, like if the vote is Mariah, but there has to be a name that we tell Mariah that we're all voting for. If that name is Angie, if everybody's going around telling her that we're all voting for Angie, that means you're expendable. You have a possibility of going home next. So he did drop down to number 11 on my list.
Anything can happen, but since he didn't go home, he could work his way right in, because
that's the truth.
I don't see that the weakest person on the tribe going after Owen, like,
because Marianne at early last season.
Oh yes,
Marianne was not a front runner
at all.
Not. So it's very. It has a lot of potential for Owen to definitely jump up in there.
Last season, every week, I couldn't believe Marianne was still on my team. I was like, really? Y'all gonna let this? Okay, let's move on.
All right, my number 6 is somebody you were never going to pick. I'm gonna take Janine.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, go ahead. Wait, Janine. Oh, you really dropped all the way down to number 17. I thought you said Justine. I was like, oh. No, he went all the way down.
Yeah, I said the person you were never going to pick. I'm going to say Janine, because she might be... What was the girl that won 41?
Okay. Marianne won 42, so who won 41?
The other girl from Canada. The one that cracked the thing.
I know who you're talking about. The hourglass girl, but I can't call
her. That's
who
Janine reminds me of. And I'm like... I'm like, they are both very irrelevant. No, because she was very irrelevant for the first half of the game.
Erica
was very irrelevant for the first half of the game. And Janine gives me the same energy. She went to Harvard. She's there to go with the flow, and it might get her far. As long as she stays a non-threat and then makes big moves later, like Erica did, she will win the game.
Erica was irrelevant, but she stayed trying. Janine is just irrelevant.
We've only seen one episode of Janine, girl. Erica was not even in the first episode, but go ahead.
You can have her. Thank you. I don't have to wager. I mean, you took Ellie and Janine. Like, the bottom of my list doesn't seem that bad.
I knew you weren't going to touch her, so I was like, let me just go ahead.
At all. Okay, so we on number 7. I'm gonna go ahead because we got Justine, Cassidy, Carla, and Gabler. I'm going to
and Gio. Is he not on your paper?
Yes, but I skipped his name. Justine, Gio, Cassidy, Carla, Gabler,
Mike. Yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead. Let me tell you who I'm gonna pick. It's one of the 3.
You gonna pick everybody from this tribe? You gonna have a whole tribe?
One of the 3. I kind of want to pick Cassidy, but it's like, I don't know you, girl. I don't recall you. And then I want to pick Carla, but I feel like she the plus size lady, and she might could easily go home first.
You're gonna have this whole Coco tribe. Just go ahead because
do I? I do. I do. Damn it!
You got 3 people on this tribe already.
Okay, I need to is the word diversify. I need to diversify my portfolio.
And I have almost this whole. Well, no, you got Dwight and Noelle. I got the other 3.
And I don't like her, so let's go back over to the yellow side.
On this tribe, I got Sammy.
Nah, I'm just gonna rock with blue.
This cast is not that good. No shade to production, but this cast is not.
I wanted to remember how everybody put in 2 fingers. I want to go eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Right.
I'm just gonna. My first gut said pick Cassidy, so I'm gonna pick Cassidy. Girlfriend, I hope I get to know you next episode. But I feel like
Cassidy.
3 left that I see on this blue tribe. You I see you being the strongest of the 3. So,
and because you have Cassidy, I'll take Carla.
Damn it, see, you did that on purpose.
Okay, now who's your last pick?
Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Justine, Mike, and Gio.
Only because Mike got that 2-week or 2 tribal idol. He might make it to a swap, maybe even a merge.
They see Mike is valuable. Well, Ellie does. And I told you, Ellie is the queen of that tribe right now. So
I'm going to go ahead and take the man with the advantage. Okay. If I got to pick amongst the 3.
Mike, let me see. And I'm going to take Justine.
So Gio is out.
It always works this way. Look, this is my list. This is how I literally rank them. I put stars by the ones that I chose, and I put hearts by the one Angie chose. Let me show y'all how split we are in our taste. Literally.
We're always like that.
You picked everybody on the bottom half, and I picked everybody on the top half of my list.
And that's pretty much how my paper looks too. You have one person in my top, and that's Sammy. But I got mostly all of my top picks.
I got my top 7. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. And I got my number 9.
Of my top 6, I have 5 of my top 6.
And Gio is at the bottom. I don't know. Gio
wasn't at my bottom. Trust me. That Ellie, you Ellie and Jeannie, whatever her name is.
Janine.
Give me a favor picking them up. But how many minutes before Big Brother? Like I said, we aren't going to keep you long. We just wanted to have a cute little fun time picking our players, a little bit of insight of where we see the cast after episode 1. And I'm excited for the season. Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, this is boring. Oh, they did vote the first Black girl out, but you know, we're going to get into that. But I'm still watching. I'm not boycotting. I know some of y'all boycotting. I'm excited to see how the rest of this plays out. How about you, Charles?
I am as well. Survivor, I'm going to take it. I'm just going to say casting knows what they're doing. So hopefully as it progresses, we'll see the snake come out and we'll see the feistiness come out.
Yes.
I feel like there are some personalities there. They're just not out. So.
And this is $1 million. Trust me. It's going to get heated. It's going to get interesting because these people are playing for $1 million. Do you have your tragic story together for 45?
Oh, I've already done my casting tape. I've already done all that.
Everybody here has a tragedy.
Right. Oh, that we do talk about that off camera. I don't really have a sob story, but I don't know. I guess if that's going to
keep me have one either, but I'm like, everybody has a very sad story.
And it's not only just a sad story, it's a sad story that directly connects to Survivor. Like it's never just, oh, I survived cancer. It's, oh, I survived cancer because when I was in the hospital, I was watching CBS and I was watching Survivor and Survivor helped me cure my cancer. It's always very integral to the trauma. And I don't have any trauma that Survivor cured.
Can't we just love the show?
Right. What happened to just picking people off personality and?
But at least you could, because you're young enough, you could be like, oh, I was a little boy and me and my mom watched this together. So I'm so love my mom so much. I'm out here playing this for her.
Well,
you're young enough to say that. I'm not.
Yeah. Well, let us know in the comment section below who's your favorite. Which team are you? Are you Team Charles, Team Angie? Who do y'all think has the winner? That's who I want to know.
Your winner pick? Yes.
Which team has your winner pick on it?
I don't know, because I'm a negative Nancy and I have no hope over Big Brother, but now I got 2 of the final 3 on my team.
But you got real lucky because production pulled one of them all the way to the
It don't matter how you get there. Are you sitting?
You had the first evictee on your team, and she is all the way in the final 3.
But are you sitting in those chairs?
No shade to Taylor, but congratulations.
I can't wait, y'all. Tonight is going to be a good night of TV. The cookout will be on CBS for Big Brother. I haven't watched the challenge, so I still have to watch that. So it's a good night of TV. I hope you all enjoy. If you want to be messy, come over to Twitter Spaces. We love to have a nice messy time.
Ain't nothing but mess over there on Twitter.
I know. Oh, I know. But see y'all later on tonight on Twitter. See you tomorrow. I already know why I'm like this. See y'all tomorrow for Ostella. I might go into more detail over Survivor tomorrow, but Ostella is going to be the challenge and Big Brother talk tomorrow night. So where is my kiss? I want to properly say goodbye. Until tomorrow, y'all have a good one. Bye.
Bye.